Guys, what's going on? This is your girl Cherry and I am back with another interesting video. Thank you for coming back to watch my video. Thank you for subscribing. If you have been watching my video and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It only takes a minute and it does not cost a thing to subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any of my future video. If you're new here, karibu sana. That's what we say in Kenya, which means welcome. And yeah, thank you for joining the family, and we will have too much fun. Today I will be talking about my life here in the US versus my life in Kenya. What is different, what I like about Kenya, what I don't like about Kenya, what I like about USA, and what I don't like about USA. Okay, let's get started. First of all, I came here in winter and I went to a state called Maryland, and I realized that a car is a necessity here. That is not the case in Kenya because we use buses, or we use a train. If you are lucky enough, you stay in areas where there is trains. So that was a very difficult thing for me because walking from home to the bus station, and it's very cold, it's freezing, sometimes there is storm, there is rain, I had to wear a lot of clothes, and I was still freeze to the point that I am trying to open the door and I can't because it's like my hands were freezing. Okay, so here you have to buy a car, and it took me about 1 year to acquire one. And don't forget that when you buy a car, you have to be insured, which is not cheap, especially if you don't have like a history. It goes with the age and something like that. Okay, yes. So another thing is the social life. That shocked me. That was a great culture shock for me because in Kenya, you know every neighbor. In the apartment that you're renting or leasing, you know all your neighbor by the name. You can even visit them. You can go to them and knock in their door. But here, you don't even know your neighbors. I have been in this apartment for almost 2 years, and if you ask me a single name of my neighbor, I won't tell you because I see them a few times in a month, and it's just hi. So if you are a very social person, maybe what you can do is go to the church that they are a bit social. They do a lot of social activity for you to. But if you are indoor person like me, then you should be good. Okay, so that is one. That is two. The third thing is when it comes to the convenience. When you want, everything you can just get with just tapping your phone. Like delivery at your door. That is not the case in Kenya because we don't have like a good system when it comes to addresses or delivery, even sometimes when you're using like things like Uber or something. So it's not like very direct, but here it's very convenient on those things like that. A fourth thing is bills. Bills. Water bill, electricity bill, apartment bill, phone bill. If you don't pay for your phone, they cut off. Nobody can call you, and when they call you, it can't come to you if you haven't paid your phone bill, and they will know that you haven't paid for your phone. It's not like Kenya, whereby that's one thing that I don't like, because even someone else may be looking for you and you haven't paid your bill, but they will not reach you because the connection is cut indefinitely. Well, in Kenya you can stay with no credit, but here is like it's like a prepay. You have to pay every month. If you don't pay, regardless you calling or they receiving the call, it will not work. You will have to pay. That's one thing that I don't like, but it is what it is. Okay, another thing is let's say when it comes to schools in Kenya, it's like a fixed system. Like let's say you go into the university for education, it's like everyone is doing that until you graduate, unless maybe you get a supplementary and you are one semester behind. But here you choose, it's very flexible. You choose your own subject that you will pursue that semester, and you can be able to go with your own pace, and this creates flexibility when it comes to school, and people can be able to work and go to school. That's why you see Americans, they will finish school at 24 and they already have a house, good investment, because they are able to work at a young age, like 16, because of this flexibility they have when it comes to school. In Kenya, you go to school like from 8. For me, like I was going to 7 to 6 because of how we had a lot of unit then. I'm not sure if that university changed, but it's so different, like that you can choose the subject that you want and you go with your own pace. Okay, let's now talk to economy. American economy is 24 hours, and depending on the kind of jobs that you are working for, you can be able to choose your own schedule, and that's why people have like are able to do 2 to 3 jobs, especially if you have to pay a lot of bills, and you need 2 to 3 jobs if you have to. So that flexibility at work well for those people that are working 2 to 3 jobs, because they will be able to choose the hours that they want to work. Okay, and now let's go to the opportunities in the US versus in Kenya. You can finish school in Kenya and stay for 3 years, even more, without getting a job. Job here are readily available. They are advertised everywhere. Like you can't finish college and you are stuck with that you don't have a job. Recruiters, they find you in LinkedIn or wherever. You go to Indeed, you apply, they will call you, and the process is so smooth. Unlike Kenya, you will struggle with getting a job, and yeah, that's one thing that I like about US. The jobs are very available, literally available. Now, there is something that people say when it comes to the jobs that are offered to immigrants, especially green card winners. A lot of people say, some people have a misconception that they will do bad jobs, they will do shoddy jobs. But I would like to tell you that America is a very great country that is full of opportunities, and it is all about what you make out of it. Because you can have a master's and you don't have any experience. America will not care. But if you have a certificate, you have experience, they will take the person with experience, because it's not the degree, the highest level of education that they care about. It's the experience and what you bring to the company. So yeah, keep that in mind, that you will achieve many great things here, if only that you are willing to do what you gotta do, because this is a great country where you can be anything that you want, if only that you're willing to work hard, to put all your effort, and to be persistent in what you do. But if you don't want to go to school, you will be stuck in like a warehouse job, jobs like cashiers. It's not bad jobs, because they help pay bills and something like that, but you cannot compare that when you have career versus when you don't have a career. Okay, one thing that I don't like about US is there is a lot of guns and you can access them easily. especially here in Texas. You know, each and every state is different. Some states they will allow people to carry the gun without the license. In Texas, I can go to any gun shop and I'll be able to acquire a gun, and no one will ask me or tell me to have a license. So there is a lot of mass shooting sometimes, especially on the schools, middle school, and that sometimes can scare you when you're going to the shopping or something like that, because you don't want to be shot. So that's one thing. In Kenya, it's not like that. You don't have gun that easily, and if you have a gun, you have to be licensed, not unlike here. Okay. Another thing is racism. I personally, I haven't experienced racism, that where someone will look at me and they say some bad stuff, but you can see sometimes when you go to the store, you will meet some people, like you will tell they have like an attitude, and some people have actually experienced racism, and until you experience that, you are not able to talk about that. Sometimes you have seen on televisions how like George was killed or something like that, but you don't get to hear them a lot. But yeah, it's there. It's like the way in Kenya we have tribalism. Like in this season of politics, you find people on Facebook and they are insulting each other. But yeah, it's almost like that. Okay. The thing that I didn't like in the US is the food. Hey, it took me 2 years to get used to the food, unlike Kenya. Like Kenya food is wonderful. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, I forgot to mention one thing before I go. So here you have to have what we call credit card. Your credit score will like when you're going to get an apartment, you have to have certain credit score, and if you don't have, sometimes you will not get the apartment. And unlike Kenya, like let's say when you don't have a rent, money to pay the rent, like you can go to the caretaker or to the landlord and you tell them that you will pay them next month or this date. Here you can't do that. When you miss the date that you are supposed to pay, it will go to your record, and that will not be good because it will destroy your record, like credit record. So that's one thing that I don't like, that you have to have a credit. So it's like you are always paying for something every month, and if you fail, then you are in trouble of your credit score decreasing. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any more questions, please ask me. I am forming a green card group where I'll be helping people who are interested in coming to the USA, the process, the requirement. I have videos on the requirement. I will pin some of the videos. Please go watch those videos, and you will be blessed with those videos. Share with your friend, give this video a thumbs up, and until then, I will see you next time. Bye bye.